Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi, and this is day 9 of our January Yoga Challenge. This week, 20-minute practice, a short flow, great for beginners, anybody who wants to get back into the groove of yoga, right? A great way to start this new year. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for joining me today. What do you say? Let's get started in Ragdoll. Get set up on your mat. If you don't have a mat, that's totally okay. You can still enjoy this practice. Feet about hips width distance apart. You can actually put your hands, 2 fists between your feet to find that. But you can also just feel it out. What feels like a good amount of space for you between your feet gives you a good foundation. Hang forward. Maybe you grab your elbows or let your hands dangle. And take a big breath in. And a long breath out. And all of the setup is important. It's important to pay attention to your feet, right, your foundation. But the breath, right, the breath will carry you through this practice, carry you through the challenges, right, keep carrying you through your day, and really help you find some ease and allow you to enjoy all of this. Take another big breath in. Then a long breath out. And you might add in a little bit of movement. You can shift the weight of your body around forward and back or side to side. You can move your head around if you like. I've said this already this week, but Ragdoll is challenging. Doesn't look like much, but once you get into it, there's a lot going on, usually in the backs of your legs, your hamstrings, sensation in your low back. You can adjust by staying in more of a halfway lift or having your hands on blocks. Maybe one of the most challenging pieces of this pose is simply staying, especially as sensation comes up. And as your thinking mind gets going. And there again, right, your breath. Come back to your breath. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Once more here, a big inhale. And a big exhale. And then go ahead and bring your hands down to your mat and come on back into your tabletop. Bring your knees down. Set your hands under your shoulders, fingers spread wide. Hips over your knees. Couple of cat-cows on your inhale. Lift your gaze, your tailbone, your chest. And as you exhale, go ahead, round your spine. Lift out of your shoulders. You can tuck your chin into your chest. A big breath in. And a long breath out. So you can accentuate the movement, add in a little pause at the top of your inhale, the bottom of your exhale. You can add in some side-to-side movement if you like. And when you're ready, come to your neutral spine and come on into your downward facing dog or come down for your child's pose. And paying attention to your foundation, whether it's downward dog or child's pose or you're still in some cat-cows. But equally, paying attention to your breath. Allow the flow of your breath. A big inhale and a big exhale. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. On your next inhale, come on forward to your high push-up, high plank. You can keep your knees lifted or you can bring them down just like in your tabletop. Strong core, long spine, big breath in. Exhale, press back to your downward facing dog. Let your heels soften. It's not about trying to get them to touch the ground, but you also don't have to hold them up. Let your head hang down. Inhale, come on forward, high push-up, high plank, knees lifted or lowered. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. One more time, inhale, come on forward to your high push-up. And as you exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Here, take a long breath in. And a big breath out. Once more, a deep inhale. And as you exhale, make your way up to the front of your mat. Set your feet. They can be together or apart. Soft knees and rise to stand. Reach your hands up. Lift your heart. A big inhale. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Here, set your gaze. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. And if it works for you, set an intention for your practice today. Together, let's take a big breath in. And a long breath out. My nose is all stuffed up from that rag doll. That's one of the things that happens sometimes in a forward fold. Inhale, sweep up, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Come on into your halfway lift your flat back. Take a couple of breaths here. Find a place that works for your hands. Set your feet. Allow your spine to lengthen. Allow your breath to lengthen as we pause here. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. Once more, deep breath in. Now as you exhale, bring your hands to your mat. Step back to your high push-up, your high plank. You need to have your knees lifted or lowered. Set your foundation and feel good about it. Feel good about being here today. Take a deep breath in. Move forward, halfway down or all the way down for your low push-up. And again, you can drop your knees. Inhaling to your upward dog, your cobra or your low cobra, easy back bend. And as you exhale, back to your downward dog or your child's pose. You can add in child's pose at any point during your practice. Take your time with this. Give yourself some time here. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. One more big inhale. And as you exhale, make your way to the front of your mat. You can step or jump a couple of steps. Find your halfway lift, your flat back. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale, rise to stand. Lift and reach. Fold forward, exhale. Empty out. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Hands come to your mat, stepping back to your high push-up, high plank. Moving forward, halfway down or all the way down, low push-up, chaturanga. Elbows squeeze in, inhaling. Upward dog, your cobra or your low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Set your hands and feet. Set your gaze or close your eyes. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Take another deep inhale here. And as you exhale, make your way to the front. Set your feet. Halfway lift, flat back. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come on up to stand. Reach your hands, lift up, lengthen. Now, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sit down and sit back. The weight of your body a little more in your heels, strong through your core. Ground through your right foot. And draw your left knee up towards your chest, so a little bit of balance, right? Keep the bend in your right knee. Setting your gaze to one point will help a lot here. Take a big breath in. Lightly bring your left foot down and switch sides. Set your left foot as you lift your right knee. So really feel that. Set your left foot. Set your gaze. Soften your shoulders. Big inhale. Right foot lightly comes back down. Take a deep breath in here. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Hands to your mat. Step back. High push up. Knees lifted or lowered. Move forward and down. Low push up. Still moving forward. Your upward dog, your cobra or your low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. Warrior one. Come up. Rise up. Big bend here in your front knee. Front foot is flat and straight. Back toes point a little bit forward. Feel the length in your back leg. Feel how you can connect through your back foot and lengthen through your back leg. How you can connect into your front foot and bend into your front knee. How you can connect with your breath. So you have enough support here. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Take one more deep breath in. Open out. Warrior two. Adjust your feet. I adjust my feet a lot. You can add in space, a little or a lot, but still feel that you're grounded. You're coming into balance, not overextending. And even when it's challenging, you can still enjoy yourself. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your right hand high, reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back, still with this big bend in your front knee, long and strong through your back leg. Your left hand can land on your back leg, your low back will come around to the top of your right leg. Take a deep breath in here, side angle. Bring your right elbow to your right leg. Extend your left arm up to the sky. Still keeping your foundation, front foot flat and straight. Front knee tracks over your front ankle. Here, extend your top arm forward, so really long through your left side body. Let your left shoulder roll back. Stay connected through the baby toe side of your back foot. If you want to slide your bottom hand down, you can slide your bottom hand down, maybe to your mat, to your ankle, or to a block. Take a long breath in, and a long breath out. Breathe in, and breathe out. Inhale, reach your top arm up. Let it bring you up to your warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Pivot your toes towards the side edge of your mat. You can take a look at your feet. Let them be in an even line. Your big toes a little bit closer together than your heels. Interlace your fingers at your low back. Maybe add a towel or a strap between your hands. That'll give you more room. Shoulders roll back, heart lifts. Take a big inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. So if you come forward and your hands are on your low back, right? You feel like there's no room to lift them up. A towel or strap between your hands, taking your hands wider, will give you some room. And then you can tap into the shoulder rinse. Now if it just plain doesn't work for your shoulders, then drop your hands down to the ground. You can adapt and let this practice work for you. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. One more big inhale here. And as you exhale, release your hands down to your mat under your shoulders. Come halfway up. Pivot around towards the back edge of your mat. Spin your left toes towards the back. Plant your hands on either side of your left foot. Right foot steps to meet your left. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Rise to stand. Lift up. Reach up. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Sit down. Hands can be high at your heart. Strong through your core, low belly, drawing in and up. Set your feet but soften your toes. Ground through your left foot and draw your right knee up towards your chest. And it's okay if the left foot wiggles, if your knee kind of wiggles around a little bit. Steady gaze. Take your time with it. Steady breath. You can also work with your right foot, right toes resting on the ground. Take a big breath in. Right foot comes down. Switch sides. Ground through your right foot. Draw your left knee up towards your chest. Soften your shoulders. Notice if you wind up hanging on unintentionally, clenching your jaw, hanging out with your toes. Allow there to be some softness here. Take a big breath in. Left foot comes down. Allow yourself to enjoy it so that even when you fall out of a pose, it's not a big deal. Take one more big inhale. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Hands to your mat. High push up. Knees lifted or lowered. Forward. Halfway down or all the way down. Low push up. Inhale. Upward facing dog, your cobra or your low cobra. Exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Step your left foot to your left thumb, warrior one. Rise up, reach up. Front foot is flat and straight. Letting your knee track over your ankle. As you connect through your back foot, you might have some room to bring your right hip a little bit forward, your left hip back, so you're evening out. Check in with your breath, even breath, a big inhale. And a long exhale. And take one more deep breath in. Open out, warrior two. Okay, so again, add in some space. Front foot, left foot stays flat and straight. Your knee tracks over your ankle. Notice the knee rolls to your right. Press a little more into the baby toe side of your foot here. Bring the knee out to the left. Ground through your back foot, lengthen through your back leg. Spin your palms to the sky. And take your left hand high, reverse your warrior. Lift from your left hip. A lot of space in your left side body here. Take a really big inhale. Side angle. Left elbow lands lightly on your left leg. Your right arm extends up to the sky. This right arm up, really nice reminder to lift up, especially out of the left shoulder and the left elbow. Keep this quality of lifting and extend your right arm overhead. Right shoulder gently rolls back. Stay long through your back leg. And if you want to slide your bottom hand down inside or outside the front foot, you can. Right, you want a little bit of lift, that's where a block or even a water bottle comes in really handy. Take a long breath in And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Reach your top arm up. Let it bring you up to your warrior two. Now straighten your left leg, drop your hands. And again, pivot your toes towards the side edge of your mat. Notice if one foot is more forward than the other, even them out. Big toes a little bit closer together than your heels. Again, interlacing your fingers at your low back. And you can work with a different variation here if you like. Lift up on your inhale. And as you exhale, fold forward. Letting your head drop, you can soften your knees a little or a lot here. You can work with the shoulder rinse. If you get a breath or two into it and you feel like it's just not working, if you feel like it's a struggle, absolutely drop your hands down to the ground. If you feel like you can't breathe, that's a pretty good sign that you're struggling. So adapt, adjust, ease off, and still enjoy yourself. Whatever you are doing here, you're doing a lot. Your body is doing a lot. Allow yourself to feel this. Take a really big breath in and a long breath out. One more big inhale. As you exhale, release your hands down under your shoulders. Come halfway up now. Pivot around towards the front edge of your mat. Your right toes will point forward. Plant your hands and step your left foot up to meet your right. Front edge of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Come on up. Lift and reach, fill up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Hands to your mat, step back, high push up. Knees can be lifted or lowered. Move forward, halfway down or all the way down, low push up. Inhaling your upward dog, your cobra or your low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward dog or your child's pose. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, come down to your child's pose if you are not there already. Letting your hips sink towards your heels. Your knees can be wide. You can also work with your knees together. Arms extend forward. Let your head land on your mat or on a block. If you want to just roll your head side to side a little bit, you can. Take a big inhale. And a long exhale. Take a deep breath in. And a big breath out. Feeling where you are, feeling your intention. Feeling that you are aligning yourself with your intention. Right? That's a big piece of what we've just done as we move through this practice. Aligning ourselves with our intention. Aligning ourselves with strength and power, ease and grace, so we can move through our day, our life, in alignment with those qualities and more. And really feeling those qualities. Not outside of you, already within you. You're tapping into all of this. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Once more, big inhale. And a big exhale. All right, everyone. That is the end of our practice for today. Day 9. Right? Take your time. Remember, you don't have to rush off your mat. Enjoy this. Enjoy all of this. I hope you are enjoying all of this. I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We are almost to the halfway point of this challenge. And if you feel like you're ready for a little more, you're looking for a little more, check out my Patreon, the Bent Yogi there. I have full-length classes, a whole library of full-length classes for as little as $5 a month. Or my studio, Sanctuary Power Yoga. There are links for both of those below. Right? I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. I'm really glad that you practiced with me today. I'm really glad that you are practicing sharing this challenge with me. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you on your mat tomorrow.